Alrighty, boys, listen. We are back with another one. Alright, let's talk about war sales. So, in this video, we're going to be talking about war sales, obviously the new DLC. We're going to be talking about reactions to it. Also, I have a lot of dev answers, some on the forums, but some also that I got exclusively from the developers. So, some stuff that you're not going to find online. Alright, some exclusivity, baby! But yeah, we're gonna go over all that. It's a lot of what's it called? They talk about 1.3. They talk about obviously the DLC and stuff that's to come in the future. Like always, if you missed some of my videos, I have a reaction to the War Sales trailer. I have pretty much a two-part series talking about what's inside of War Sales as we know of right now, and I also have a bunch of other videos as well about what's currently going on in Bannerlord. If you want to catch up, they're all linked down below. All right. Go get it. Go get it. All right. Please go get it. Go check it out. You know what I mean? I need the views, my brother. Please. All right. Appreciate you. All right. Moving on. All right. So War Sales. Here it is. Now that War Sales has been announced, we'd love to hear your initial thoughts. Okay. So before we go into the initial thoughts, let's go over two things that were said on the forums as well. So first, this is a question. Person asks, will this be a fully separate game mode with a different map that's mostly island, or built into the original game mode with an expanded map with the islands up north and the same size as Calradia below? They state it is an expanded map, still Calradia, with a northern region and a settled island. So it pretty much just opens up a new region in the map. That's the best way that it can be put. All right. Next, we have this little silent updates right over here for patch 1.2.12. They updated visuals on the store page and main menu. Again, very simple, very small. It's not meant to, like, they literally put it under the silent hotfix thread, which is like whenever they just like update something very, very minor. I'm pretty sure this is literally just, they probably put, what's it called? They probably put pictures of this on like this thing on the store and the main menu. That's like the whole update, okay? So don't really think too much about this right over here. So if you received an update on Steam and you had to download something, this is what that was, okay? Now, moving on, let's talk about some reactions, and then we're going to move on to our top secret dev information, all right? So how are people feeling about this? First response, improved diplomacy, AI, and content. Thanks. Okay. Well, this... Okay, moving on. I don't think bro read anything. I think he just... if you didn't know, though, there will be some improved diplomacy in terms of, like... being able to talk to people before like starting a siege and stuff like that. Is that enough in my opinion? No, I don't think so. I think we need even more. Will we get in the future? Possibly. There's still more patches to be had, and also possibly more DLC to be had. Regardless, they did improve diplomacy a little bit, not as much as most players would probably like to, but it is a step in the right direction. AI, they are stating there is going to be a lot of AI overhauls. This was stated in the Steam post, talking about like what they see next in the future. By the way, I looked over that whole post with you guys. That is down below in the description as well. And in terms of content, my brother, ship battles is something that people have been asking since the start. You know what I mean? It's on par up there with people asking for feasts and obviously people asking for diplomacy. I'm pretty sure those are the top three. Obviously, AI is up there, but AI is always like, you know what I mean? It's always going to... People always want better and better AI, regardless of how the AI gets. But in terms of like the top three, it was diplomacy, feasts, and... well, feast goes into diplomacy, technically. But it's considered content, right? And ship battles, you know, ship combats. So, you know? Okay, not at all what the game needs, just another money grab. Man, get up out of here. Listen. Don't get me started on video games nowadays and how everybody wants to be a contrarian. Oh, this game sucks. Oh, that game sucks. Oh my god. This game sucks because of this. Or like the most recent like Assassin's Creed drama. Oh man, I can't believe there's a black guy in here. Oh, I can't handle it. Oh, my imaginary game about guys traveling back into the past playing as an assassin. Oh, man, it has a black person in it. Oh, my God. Like, honest to God, bro, I hate it. I hate it. Stop being so damn contrarian. Stop being such losers. Video games are literally made up, all right? Video games are literally made up, okay? They're fantasy worlds. What are we talking about? Relax, okay? Every single new game I play, I get like 3 comments on some of the videos like, bro, I can't believe you're playing this, or, oh, man, you shouldn't play this. It's like, bro, oh my God, dog. Oh my God, dog. Listen, for all the losers out there that don't actually play the game but want to complain, go outside, please. You know what I mean? And if you're like above the age of like 35, go start a family, please. All right? Moving on. This feels like skipping a dozen steps on the way to making Bannerlord an all-around complete game. No, I disagree completely. Like, I don't... Where are these people... listen, I'm not going to say anything. But I think if you look into some of these guys' history, I'm not going to do it on here. They've mentioned they want more content. They've mentioned ship battles. 100%. I'm calling it. But regardless, I don't see how them adding ships and also a whole new... Nords, obviously, and adding 3 new skills, I don't see how that's not, making the game better, but all right, sure. I really hope this wasn't while they were working on the whole time, and there's actually 1.3. There is 1.3. 1.3 is still a thing. That's not like this DLC replaced it, okay? It's not. I was hoping it would be at least a new map and with entirely new factions. Well, there's one new faction, and it's expanding to the map. I think it's better than a new map. I think expansion to the map is actually better, in my opinion. Will this expansion contain multiplayer-specific features? No, it will not. But, it's not off the table. We'll talk about that in a second. That's disappointing, but not surprising. Bro, what is going on the forums? These boys have been crying for years for ships and more content. They get it, and now they cry that it's not enough. This is what I'm saying, dog. It's like, God, dog. Pretty shameless to want to release. Oh, my God. Are all of these guys just, like, in a Discord together? Just like, let's just... Oh, my God. This is so stupid. So nothing of significant note for 5 years? Okay, this guy's just not a serious guy. See, this is one of those guys. This is one of those guys. He doesn't play the game. He only complains. He loves complaining, but he also hates the game. Why are you still playing it? Why are you still... Well, not playing it, because you're not playing it. But, what... Alright, never mind. I gotta stop jumping too hard on these guys, because these guys will then come back on my channel and be like, oh, you're defending the company so much. No, dog. You know what I mean? Listen, dog. If the company tomorrow made the worst decision of their lives, I would say, hey, look, they made the worst decision of their lives. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a team sport to me, all right? But some of you guys, it's exhausting. It's exhausting, my guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Exciting. Yeah. Scared to face the bugs. There will be bugs. I bet you there will be. How about releasing some info on the update to the base game? They did release that as well. You just didn't see it. This guy said, I'll probably buy. Every single person who's talking negatively right over here is going to buy the DLC also. Just letting you know. You know what I mean? Hey, sorry to break it to you, but I already know they are. Let's see what's next. What else we got? Want more money when base game isn't even done. Mark my words, it may seem cool at first glance, but I bet it'll quickly become boring and people will skip it, like naval battles and Total War series. Why don't you listen to the community? The community Everybody's been saying to add ships since the birth of this game. Bro, these people... I'm done. Come on, Tailward, seriously, read the room. The whole room was saying ship battles. The whole room was saying, oh man, Warband is so much more complex. Well, actually, Warband is so much more complex. Don't get it twisted. Warband is so much more complete than Tailworlds. In their memory of Warband is their Warband save that they played like 10 years ago with like 30,000 mods. That's what they think the game of Warband looks like in their head. So they're comparing it to what's it called? Bannerlord, and they're like, oh man. And I'm not saying there's not stuff that needs to be done for Bannerlord. You feel me? It's just like, come on, dog. What else? I'd be very much surprised if the core game systems get updated. Well, they are. They said that in the post, if you had read it. You know what I mean? What a time to be alive. I love the new DLC already. Me too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a lifelong Tailwords critic. Dog, go outside, bro. I'm sorry. Oh, man. Yeah, I want a fully fleshed out diplomacy system with meaningful personalities and political character dynamics, but this still looks pretty fun. True, I agree with you, brother. But this right here, dog, don't ever say this again, bro. This is one of those like, ugh. This is an ick right here, brother. Don't do it. Let's hope AI lords have to play by the same rules as the player. No, brother. You wanna know why it's not gonna be the same rules as the player? Because you as the player have a brain. The AI doesn't. You know what I mean? The reason the AI has, I don't think that a lot of people understand. The reason the AI have cheats and stuff that helps them, and you think like they're somehow overpowered, they're not. Because who's technically still winning the game? You are. Because you have the brain to make the choices. The AI follows a set base rules. You know what I mean? So they need a little bump. You know what I mean? Unless you want to give them a brain too. You know what I mean? Then you might really not win. I'm just saying. All right. Now that's a trailer. I think so as well. Don't expect too much. I bet the diplomacy update is probably only the parlay. I don't know exactly if that's the only thing, but that is the only thing they've shown. So, you know what I mean? Can't say or deny. What else we got? All right. I think they cooked hard with this. I also think they cooked very hard with this. All right, moving on. Now, let's talk about what the devs have told me and nobody else. Just kidding. They told other people as well, but like select few. All right. Listen, here it is. By the way, I did get confirmation from them that I could share this. Okay, so you know. Regardless, here are some questions and here are some more answers. All right. First one. Will there be naval combat in multiplayer? They state none coming with the DLC, only single player, but it's not off the table for the future. Okay? They kept it vague. 1.3 release date. The release date is still to be determined. Probably, I think they're probably aiming after the DLC. Just saying. I think the DLC is their main priority right now. What will be the limitations for players that will play the base game without the DLC? Okay? So there will be no naval gameplay, no ships in the base game, and there will be no Nord faction. So to unlock that and to unlock the extra land, well, actually they didn't mention. Okay, here's the thing. In this answer, they did not mention the land. So I don't know exactly if the land is still going to be there for the base game. But it wouldn't make sense for the land to be there because the islands need ships to get there. So I'm pretty sure the land also is not going to be there, but they did not include it in their answer. They said there will be no naval gameplay in the base game, and there will be no Nord faction. Those will be limited to the DLC. Okay? Next, future DLCs, question mark. Not at the stage to discuss at the moment. We'll have more news to share way later into the future after the War Sales DLC is released. Okay? So, again, not quite off the table. But I would expect it not to be quite off the table. I would expect like at least 2 DLCs. You know what I mean? You know, so, and this being one of them. Is the replay editor still coming? There's nothing new about the replay editor. However, I can say, and this is in the devs perspective, however, I can say that that has not been a priority due to what is going on now for obvious reasons. Obviously, the DLC, you know, is the main priority. And lastly, can we have the name of the Nord King? Soon. All right, all right, all right, all right. That's not his name. That's not his name. Whoa, 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 that's not his name. They meant like soon as in like, they're going to let us know. Soon. You know what I mean? I think they're going to let us know before the DLC is, or not revealed, but the DLC is released. I think we're going to know. But not yet. What do you guys think is going to be? Let it be Ragnar, dude. Please. You know what I mean? I don't think it is. But we'll see. It's probably going to be like, maybe like, I don't even know. What do you guys think it'll be? Give me some Nord names in the comments, which y'all think it's going to be. But yeah, that's what I got from the devs. Listen, anybody who made it this far, ask me questions. I can always ask the developers now, okay? So if you ask me questions, I can bring some questions up to the developers. I can't bring up all the questions, and I can't, you know what I mean? I can't tell you that, oh, they're definitely going to answer to whatever the question is. But I could get you more information. So let me have some good questions, though. Don't give me like basic stuff like, oh, how about diplomacy? Give me like concrete questions about specific things in the game, okay? Or specific things that's in the DLC, okay? Something like that, all right? And I'll see what I can do. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. That's all I got for you right now. Actually, I got one last thing for you. Bada boom, bada bing. Listen, we got 3 goddamn months, all right? Hey, by the way, listen, I don't know if you know, the game, like the DLC, it's only for the next gen, all right? So if you have PS4 or like the other Xbox, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. RIP, all right? I hate that it is how it is, but as a person told me right over here, is the DLC only for next gen? Look what I said. I said yes, it is. You got 3 months to get your bread up. Listen, dog, I'm letting you know right now. Y'all also are on a timeline. If you want to get the DLC, it needs to be next gen. You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all don't got phones? Just kidding, just kidding, just kidding. But yeah, that is unfortunately one thing. And this other person says, I hope they explore cross-platform gameplay. I don't think so. But I might ask that one. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I don't think so. They never mentioned it. They never mentioned it. So I'm not sure exactly about that. We'll see. Regardless, though, last thing I want to talk about is, boom, right over here. 3 months. We got 3 months. In these 3 months, I am going to be playing a new campaign. I don't know exactly the schedule for it, right? But this will be a modded campaign, and these are the mods that I currently have. I don't want to overly mod it, but these are enough mods to where it changes enough things, okay? So we got the Calradia War, a lot of new factions, a lot of new stuff, arena overhaul, unlimited cap. This is like for parties, companions, just so I get as many as I want. And also random events. One of the things that's actually being added to the, well, pretty much is going to be added in the future to Bannerlord, the base game, but currently is a mod. So, yeah, that's coming as well. I'm very excited about that. I haven't really, like, you know, did a full playthrough in a very, very, I want to say very, very long time, but it's probably been close to a year now in terms of like a full from start to finish playthrough. So that's what I'm going to be trying to do with this one. And it might even last the whole 3 months. You know what I mean? So we're going to see how it goes. I am aiming to play as Sturgia because obviously the Nords will rise soon. You know what I mean? So I got to, you know what I mean? I got to hold the fort down until then. So that's probably what is going to happen in the very, very near future. I'm very excited. And yeah, I just, before I even recorded this video, to get all this stuff set up right, you know what I mean? I tested it out. It all works. Don't worry about these red things right over here. The game works, my boy. It works. I'm very excited. But yeah, that'll do it for me. Yeah. What do you guys think of the DLC so far? I think it is great. I think this will add so much new content, and again, it will change the game. It will feel like a truly new game, even though some people say like, oh, well, how do ships just add to the game? You got to think about you got to think about Bannerlord as a sandbox, which it is, right? And a sandbox is a game world that can exist without player interaction. What does that mean? That means it is a game that if you just sat in a town for the whole time, the game world will progress without you. Okay? That includes the economy. That includes wars between kingdoms. Fights going on. Characters dying. Characters being birthed. Stuff of that nature, right? The world plays itself. You are just in the world. Obviously, you can manipulate it with your actions, but if you choose not to do anything, the world will still go on. Unlike other games where, you are the main character, you are the person, like in an adventure game, you know what I mean? The people, like, even for example, like GTA, for example, right? Great game. It's not a sandbox, though. I'm not saying it's a bad game because it's not a sandbox, but in that game, you have to, as the main character, start a mission, play through the mission, you know what I mean? To then progress the story. But in a sandbox, the stories progress regardless if you want to be in it or not. So, if you think about it, adding ships, adding ship upgrades, adding new lands, new towns, think about how that affects the economy. Think about how that affects trade. Think how about that affects, obviously a new faction. Are you crazy? 3 new skill perks? And also, I don't know if people remember, we're getting new troops as well. There's going to be troops that are specific for being on ships. We're getting that as well. New companions too. All this stuff. It's insane if you think about it. But all right, I can yap about this all day. That's going to do it for me. And I'll see you in the next one.